Hi Shogi fans, welcome back. When we talk about rabbit pawn engage, black pushes these pawns, right? And this is the simplest and the fastest way possible. And white usually waits by go to 5-2, and after seeing this, he can play rook to 2-2. And this is the conventional way. But since black shows his plan too soon, white can also prepare by silver to 4-3. If black pushes this pawn now, rook to 4-2 is a good way to wait, and then this gold can go to the left. Basically, this is the idea of this strategy. So this is why you need to keep this in its original position. Without the assistance of the knight, his attack is going to be insufficient, so why not play this first, right? And then white can also wait, but silver to 7-2 is not the only way. And in this video, I recommend gold mino castle. If black attacks now, rook to 4-2 once again, and after this pawn sack, black can kick the silver, but instead of going to the central file, white can exchange the silver with the knight. This type of trade is acceptable because black doesn't have a pawn anymore. Also, next bishop drop is going to be strong, so it's not gonna be as easy as you might think for black. So, skipping this pawn push was a little risky, so why not do this now, right? And then white can also wait. Now this silver protects the second central square, so it's more solid. And what about pawn push now? This time black can wait by pawn drop to 4-6, so he can harass the silver whenever he wants. But in my opinion, this is not so great because white can also wait, completing the castle. And after this move, when this pawn push, and this doesn't make a lot of sense because white's defense is now better, right? And this time black can trade the bishops first. Knight takes. If rook takes the pawn, the silver can go to the right, and the pawn drop doesn't work because white can drop the pawn as well. Next pawn promotion is strong, so taking this silver is very dangerous. But if silver runs, then bishop drop will be fine. Then white can save the silver by promoting it. That's also possible. So black would drop the bishop first. Then this time the silver can go to the left. White loses the knight, but bishop drop is a good counter drop. If black takes the rook, gold recaptures, and black defense. Now this bishop drop might come to your mind, but black can take the pawn, and this silver promotion is dangerous because black can create the fork, so the situation can get messy. This bishop drop seems to be better because the pawn is now protected, and white can take the knight next. And again, black doesn't have a pawn, so it's a difficult situation for black. This will be the only way to defend, but it's wasteful. And this pawn push is a cool, steadfast movement. Even if black knows it's coming, it's difficult to defend. And what about rook drop to 3-8? This time black can take the pawn, but simply white can exchange the bishop with the rook, and pawn drop will be fine because he can take the knight for free. So white is a lot better. And back to this position. So black would accept the bishop trade, and rook takes. The black cannot still take the pawn because of this pawn drop. If black drops the bishop, this bishop drop is a great counter drop. It protects both the pawn and the rook. This time though, white's defense is a lot better because the gold gets to stay here. But also black can fight back because he can drop the rook here to skewer these bishops this time. But bishop to 3-5 is a calm move, and again he has to protect the knight. This is going to be really bad because white can simply chase it like this. If black makes a desperate move to kick the bishop like this, it's really dangerous because white can sacrifice the bishop. Then pawn drop will be fine. Once this gold is removed, white can take the silver, so black is in trouble. This seems more natural, but this time pawn drop will be fine. And rook runs, then bishop to 2-6. Targeting the silver is a good idea. Without this pawn drop, this promotion is possible. It's pretty annoying because the rook gets to stay here, so he can attack the bishop, also promote the knight. Technically maybe white is still better, but I would avoid this chaotic situation. So that's why I like this pawn drop better, and it's more peaceful white and it's more clear. Alright, that's all. This is something I haven't talked about in the past, but now you have ideas of how to deal with a rapid pawn engage when you are white. I hope it's been helpful. As always, thanks for watching and see you all next time. Bye.